Stephen A. just trying to make some noise.
Did you pull it up?
It's not relevant right now. That's why you got to talk about my dog Kwame.
Kwame's a fool.
Nah, I know Kwame went and started talking about this and basically calling out Stephen A. from what I understand.
Well, let's see. I actually don't know what they're even talking about, to be honest.
I gotta start giving this man clout. Bro, what's going on?
Man, y'all heavy as fuck on the mics, man. Chill.
Hey, listen, mine's straight.
All this pressure that you putting on the fucking microphone and shit.
It got here like that.
Hey, go ahead, restart it, brother. Yeah. Wait.
Moments in your career that you wish you could do over? There's several. Kwame Brown, I wish I could do that over. I wouldn't do it. I know what I said. I did mean it. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I ain't mean the shit I said. But I didn't know it was gonna be like this. Remember, I said it before Twitter, Facebook. And I didn't know 15 years later they gonna have memes and videos. And when I see what he says, I realize how hurt he is. I mean, it was a sound bite. They had just traded for Pau Gasol. They asked me this question and I'm like, what? One time I had to address it because I felt like he was coming at me like I was scared. I can't even tell you when I did that, the stars who called, I ain't gonna mention no names, practically all of them was Hall of Famers. And they're like, nah. And I was like, where were y'all when he was saying all of this stuff for weeks? Right. You know, I didn't say anything. And as I see some of the clips now and some of the stuff that he says, I just like, go ahead, bro. Say what you gotta say.
Hurt people. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with Stephen A. Smith, how do you? I really, King, this is your main person I was interested in hearing about on this. You're a big Kwame supporter.
Hey, my dog been saying it this whole time.
Yeah. Do you have a Kwame Brown jersey? I'm just curious.
I need to get one. No, I don't have one.
Okay.
But that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Kwame, you my dog, cuz.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, he
what I'm
wasn't wrong about Kwame, I don't think.
What was it that he said again?
Yeah, there was a specific clip that he was referencing.
forgot.
Well, I think
That was an old ass video. I guess probably.
He
he did the clip where he did a low light of Kwame Brown when Kwame Brown started talking about him. After the whole thing with them boys from All the Smoke.
Yep.
And then he was saying that Kwame Brown was saying that Stephen A. was going around the colleges basically trying to make it to where he was a failure.
Going around to the colleges. What do you mean by that?
He was going around the colleges, following them around the country.
Following who? Kwame?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was Kwame doing?
When he was in high school, following him around the country. And then I forgot kind of what happened.
Kwame's making this claim now?
Well, it started with All the Smoke when they had Jenny Buss on the show, and then Matt Barnes said they was talking about the trade for Pau Gasol, and then they like, you know how you kick each other, like, and they were saying who was a part of that trade. So they said somebody, and then they said Kwame Brown. Then they kicked them like Kwame Brown was a nobody. You know what I'm saying? So
got you. The guys on All the Smoke. Matt
yeah,
Barnes,
that's where that started. And then the stuff
Steven
started
Jackson.
with Stephen A. Like, what he came public about it is with Jalen
Rose?
Jalen Rose when Skip said Skip said he was a bust. That's why he don't like Skip. Damn it, I forgot what exactly he did.
That's okay. So there's beef because Stephen A. shit on him, and then when he took the opportunity because All the Smoke, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson shit on him, he took that opportunity to dig back up the Stephen A. beef and say basically fuck you for all the stuff that you were doing when I was trying to get my career going, right?
Basically,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it did go deeper than that. Well, Kwame Brown felt a personal attack when he was a kid, 17, 18 years old, and basically they were saying that the NBA was really trying to stop kids at that time going straight out of college. Straight out of high school
to the league.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they was
so they're smearing him as an opportunity to tell kids like this is why you shouldn't do it.
Correct.
It failed for Kwame Brown.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And that's why
that
he was
makes
one of the
sense.
last ones to do it. Yeah.
I guess what he said 15 years ago was that Kwame Brown was a bona fide scrub.
Oh, gotcha.
Wasn't wrong.
Yeah, shit.
He wasn't wrong.
Well, he was saying that he shouldn't.
And you
should go to college and then instead of skipping. You know what I'm
So
saying?
he was using him as an example.
Everyone we try to get to
Correct.
play Shaq out of high school.
I think, but it sounds like, and I know you're kind of like just explaining Kwame's point of view, but it seems like they were kind of like applying like a bigger nefarious like reason to why he's doing that. Like because there's like some scheme as to why he's putting it down.
The NBA
not just objectively like, hey guys,
to do that.
Because you see that he could use that as an example completely without having a bigger play. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you could just see that and genuinely feel like, hey, when a kid doesn't take up the opportunity that they have for the education, this is a realistic example of the outcome. Right. The negative outcome that could come from that. So I don't know that it necessarily has to be tied to like they're trying to deter kids from going to the NBA. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
But then also he kind of tied it to Michael Jordan and the and the Wizards. Okay. Where basically Jordan wanted to trade for Elton Brand, but some kind of way the trade didn't go through, and now Jordan didn't even want him from the get-go. Basically, is what he said. And that they had him doing crazy crap in practice and stuff. They'll throw the ball clear up in the bleachers and then make him go get it. I didn't know no better. Kwame go get it.
Go get it, 18-year-old.
Yeah, he said he didn't know no better. And he had some of the teammates on to back some of the things that he was saying.
Fuck you, kid. I hope you're not successful.
So the Lakers players would throw the ball up in the air?
No, the Wizards. He got drafted to the Wizards. When Jordan was still playing.
Yeah. Roy Hibbert actually has a funny story about meeting Kwame. He's from D.C., and he has a funny story about meeting Kwame Brown, who he said he like looked up to at the time or whatever. He met him at some kind of event, and Kwame Brown basically, he was like, went to introduce himself. He said, Kwame Brown's like, get the fuck out of my way. Like, this was a total asshole. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying, the people.
Both their careers ended the same.
They did end the same. At the time, we could probably, I'm sure you could pull it up. You want to just put in Roy Hibbert, Kwame Brown story? It's real straightforward.
I don't know, man. I mean, my whole take on Kwame, and like, I don't know anything about like his personal.
He's entertaining.
Well, Jalen Rose, and I don't mean to cut you off, but Skip said he was a bust, right? On the show. And then Jalen Rose said, you can't play 11, 12 years in this league and be a bust. So that's where the beef happened with.
That's player Jalen apologist Rose. Bullshit.
Yeah,
that's how players are.
Like first round pick, wasn't he?
They have their own version of like being politically correct. You know what I mean? It's a fucking fraternity.
First overall. And he was a fucking. He averages like 1 point.
Yeah, it's all about expectation. Like to act like his expectation was just horrible. Stick around and keep a job.
I remember how bad like Kwame Brown was. I mean, this was in the height of like us like growing up watching basketball. But he's I don't know. Right now, I feel like he seems like a very bitter, angry person.
No, he's not. You gotta watch him.
Who now has his spotlight?
Yeah,
and is just set on just like.
Well, no,
being full of shit. Basically,
he was already on YouTube before this, just doing shit where he's in his form, doing stuff, telling little jokes and stuff.
Was it called Bust Life then?
I don't think it was Bust Life then. No,
I'm just wondering. So he changed it. He capitalized off the.
Until he said that they made him feel like a piece of shit when they say he's not even a man to be part of the trade. That's when Kwame Brown really came off. Talking shit, but he was already on YouTube, like 2 years or so.
Like his whole thing at Shannon Sharp and trying to like the shit he was saying. It was it was all foolery. I think he was being a fucking fool.
I think it's pretty real with Shannon Sharp though. Think about it.
What he said, he just said a bunch of random shit that really had no base to it. He just said a bunch of shit.
No, he had some base to it.
No.
Why all of a sudden Shannon Sharp about to fight the whole damn team?
What was it that Kwame said to Roy Hibbert?
He didn't say shit. He just looked him up and down and walked away.
Oh shit! Okay.
Damn.
Never mind. Okay. It wasn't get the fuck out of the way. It just literally didn't even give him a fucking word.
Did y'all see the story?
Tall fucking trash. Because Roy Hibbert's probably at least fucking 6'8", 6'10" at the time in high school.
He said he was a 14-year-old Roy Hibbert.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Still at least 6'5".
A 19-year-old Kwame Brown. It was 19-year-old Kwame Brown, so number 1 pick.
Yeah, fresh.
Somebody should take that Kwame Brown though. Did y'all see the story with Kevin Garnett and
They were both huge.
What's his name? Played for the Bulls. Joe played at Florida.
Oh yeah,
Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah. Yeah.
I was gonna say Noah.
And then, but
hold on, what about it?
You ain't see that story? You gotta pull that.
I haven't seen. What's the Joakim Noah?
Well, I mean, that was
You
his
like
idol.
to you like to bring some shit up and they be like, oh yeah, you gotta pull this up. It's like some shit from 2015.
I can't tell the story.
It
But
was
that was his
Joe
idol.
and
Joe
him.
Cam Noah.
Yeah.
That was KG was his idol.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah, he came on the court. Hey man, what's up? And KG. Oh,
KG ain't
he
give a
did a
fuck about
move.
you.
KG did a move, and he was like, "Can you show me how to do that?" Like, man, what the fuck are you talking?
Hold on, but okay, I'm not for that, but at least KG was nice on the court. Kwame Brown
No,
needed to
he
have.
wasn't nice on the court.
You said Kevin Garnett.
Fuck no, he wasn't nice on the court.
No,
Nice, skilled.
Oh, okay.
Skilled. So then, when you have Kwame Brown, he could have had a little bit
you're
more
right.
humility.
Well, he was
lot
on
more,
it,
but
but
he was
he
the
hadn't
first
entered the
round pick.
league though. He hadn't entered the league though,
I
so
feel-
he didn't
yeah,
know
I
how
feel you.
shitty
How
was going
shitty it's
to
about
be.
to be.
Bro, but I'm gonna tell you what's crazy is
I'm just playing.
Neither did
Kwame.
Roy Hibbert.
is you forget how many guys really were getting taken out of high school at that point,
Yeah.
and a lot of them did not work.
Sure.
Like and that's what's crazy. So yeah, it is a good thing that they made it to where you had to go to college.
Yeah.
But now I like the whole G League, like different avenues.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, but at the same time, I mean, at least they're getting paid. You go G League, but at the same time, you're not guaranteed shit.
Well, I like that there's more avenues just because some kids fall through the cracks.
And,
so
and,
if you
and
don't
college
wanna
ain't
go
for
to
everybody,
college,
man.
yeah.
College ain't
Yeah.
for everybody, man.
Yeah,
You tell you
yeah.
from firsthand experience.